Okay, so I wanted to make a video on how I have been choking grippers lately. Um, love I've got a few over there you can kind of see, the choking mechanism that kind of started with Aaron Corcoran and then, CPW has really expanded on. But, I only have a few of those, and in a pinch, it's nice to be able to use a different mechanism, an older mechanism, to really convert anything into a choker. Um, and so, what I've been doing is the first thing is to protect the handles. And you can see, so this one has been choked before, and there's no marring, it seems, of the handles. And so, I got this 3/4 inch leather strip and then cut it uh, to fit around the handles so it fits snugly. And then I just, repeated that. So I've got a pretty good supply. And then once I do that, to keep it in place, I just use this like Gorilla tape, duct tape to keep it in place. And this is the kind of end product there. So you can see the leather on the inside and then the tape on the outside to keep it in place. And you can slide this on and off, but it's at least protecting the handles from getting marred up. Um, it's not the end of the world to me if they get marred, because I haven't put it on any like higher end like collectible grippers like over there. But if I did, I might just kind of double up the leather or something just in case. But for the most part, I have less desirable grippers that I could use. But that's the first step is I just kind of protect the handles in that way. And the second thing is how do I kind of get them into the actual hose clamp? And this is from a member. I've seen him do this a few times. I think his name is Seo Yoon. It's Seyoon, I believe. But he would uh, he would have these grippers choked with a exercise band. Um, and we're talking like even GHP 10s he's done this with. So I was always curious. I was like, how does he do that? And then finally, I mean, I had these real kind of rehab bands, very stretchy, and it's actually pretty cool how well they work for this. So here I've got a 3. And if I just kind of start over here, you just apply a little bit of pressure and then start and can just keep going. And it's actually pretty wild how little effort it takes to get this thing down pretty quickly. Right, so this is this is a 3 at 145. It's nothing like a 10 like he's done, but just by rotating that around, boom, I'm done. And like I can hold it with 2 fingers, no issue, and have it stay put. And so that took, less than a minute. And I can just slide this on and then go. This is hard to do with the headset on, but then I can just very quickly get this started. And then once I get it tight enough, I've got it in place. And it's much easier to get it exactly in place because I'm not dealing with like fighting a vise or anything like that. And like I said, I'm barely holding onto this exercise band. I could probably let go of it and it would stay put just because of the tackiness of the texture of it. And then I can just, with very little fight from the gripper, go ahead and get this pretty much all the way down. Then release this, and I'm good to go. I wouldn't have it that narrow, but from here, once I've got it down to a specific depth, it's nothing to just back it off a little bit and use the caliper to get it the exact width I want. So that's it. That one's choked and ready to go. So it's easy enough that I can even do this in the middle of a workout. So say a gripper is too hard or too easy for the what I was expecting, and I need to choke a different gripper. It takes very little to just do the same process to a different one. And not have to involve a vise and fighting with it and having something in the vise to not mar the handles here and so on. So it's really made it much easier for me to do choker sets and I'm much more apt to do them now. So that's how I've been doing it. Hopefully that's helpful. I think it works even with the really powerful grippers. I've done it as high as, 162 so far with quite a bit of ease. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.